Hello, it's Brian Malow, live from the 72nd annual Lindau Nobel Laureate meeting here in the beautiful little medieval island of Lindau, Germany. And this week we have about 40 Nobel laureates and 600 young scientists from 89 countries. And joining me now is Khalid El Bairi from Morocco.
Yeah,
And well, tell me what you do there. Where are you? And you're both a medical doctor and a researcher.
exactly. I was trained to be a medical doctor in Morocco, in the Faculty of Medicine and Pharmacy in Oujda. So doing medicine was difficult for me because I passed the test, the examination test, 3 times. So it's until the last time that I got a position in our institution. So doing medicine was always something inspiring for me because it has that part of research which is always a great thing in our daily practice. When you do research, you can treat your patients better, and this is one of the things that really attracted me to do a med school.
Excellent. So did you always know that you wanted to go into medicine? What attracted you to it?
Yeah, in fact, after my degree, I realized that I have only one choice, which was med school. So it was really selected as my only future. And for this reason, I passed the exam test 3 times. So the first time, it was a disaster for me. I couldn't have a place there. The second time too. So after the second time I passed the exam, I said to myself, oh no, Khalid, you will never be a medical doctor. So one day I said, why not trying again? So I did it the third time and it happened. So I got the place and I am very happy now as a medical doctor. I am doing research. I was trained to be a medical doctor, but I found myself doing more research than practice at the end.
And you have an interest in one of the themes here this year's, the Lindau meetings cycle through being physics meetings, chemistry meetings, and this year's a medicine and physiology meeting. But there are also additional themes, including diversity this year, climate change, and AI. And you're interested in AI
Exactly.
used in medicine.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's a field that is evolving right now. It's an emerging field in all disciplines of science, and it can really resolve some issues that we have in our daily practice. And in fact, you know that doing science is always great when it's diverse, when you have more inclusion, more diverse people from other cultures, other religions, other backgrounds. And sometimes you still have issues in research in this field, because sometimes, for example, you have gender inequity. Women are less represented in our research in oncology, for example. So artificial intelligence might help in resolving this issue globally, so women can have more opportunities, more research positions, more funding. And my current research topic, which was, by the way, one of the topics that we submitted for the Seaton project, it was how to use the artificial intelligence to tackle gender inequity in publications in oncology. The idea was simple. You have a list of authors in your articles you read. Can you use artificial intelligence to automatically identify the number of women as principal investigators, as senior authors, as co-authors? So if, for example, we use artificial intelligence with indexing database that can give you a global overview of the representativeness of women in fields of science. And I think this might diagnose the issue of gender inequity globally, so we can provide perspectives to tackle this issue in those research fields. So I think artificial intelligence might help us to identify the issues related to gender inequity in all the field of science. And I really believe in that. Unfortunately, our project was not selected for the Seaton, but I will continue working on that because I believe in it, and I got some very interesting ideas from people I met here during the Lindau Nobel meeting. So I think that's the spirit of Lindau meeting. when you had that bad news that your project was not selected, but clack, you are at Lindau, you get inspirations, new ideas, then you are more positively affected by that, and you continue working on your research projects, even if you don't have, or you were not selected for Seattle.
Excellent. Behind us is the Inselhalle, which is the conference center that most of the meeting takes place in. And we're just 2 full days, 2.5 days into the meeting. But you mentioned the Sciathon.
Yeah.
And interestingly, you also have been waiting a long time. I just interviewed someone else who has been waiting a long time to be here because of the pandemic. So you've been anticipating this week for a long time.
Yeah.
Have you already had any particular highlights in these first day and a half or so?
Yeah, you know, it's already 2 days. It was fast, but effective, because I strongly believe in the Lindau spirit. Rapidly, you can get interactions with Nobel laureates, with other young scientists from other countries, and it's really something magic. You rapidly get interactions with great people, great scientists from Europe, from Africa, from Asia, and that's really great, because you can easily respond to your aims. Why are you here in only 2 days? And we still have more 4 days to enjoy science from Nobel laureates, to get inspiration from them. Yesterday we had the science walk, and I was very happy to meet one of the greatest Nobel laureates in chemistry, Joaquin Frank. So we walked around this beautiful city of Lindau. We discussed very, very interesting topics, and that's really effective, because as young scientists, you always have these issues of career development, professional development. But once you get some ideas from Nobel laureates, then it's magic, really. You continue to be optimistic and have more greater ideas for the future.
Yeah, you mentioned, so that was a science walk. Here at the meeting, there are many kinds of sessions. Each laureate gives one short half-hour lecture. Sometimes they're more technical than others. Some of them are so general that not only all the different types of scientists can appreciate it, but the non-scientists, like Francis Arnold gave a wonderful talk that I think just everyone liked, scientist or not. Some of the sessions, there's the Agora talks that are a little more interactive, and these lectures, but some of the sessions only young scientists are allowed to attend. Some things I can attend, but there are these exchanges that are a chance for the young scientists to be alone with laureates. No journalists, no other people are allowed, and they can ask all sorts of questions about work-life balance. And the science walk is another thing that I'm not allowed to participate in, and it's just a small group of young scientists walking around the beautiful island with one of the laureates. So that's a very special kind of highlight for you.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, the thing I really love in this meeting is that you are meeting great Nobel laureates. They have a busy schedule, but they find time for you. They are here to give you inspiration, guidance, mentorships, great idea. And this session related to Science Walk was really a success story, because when you have this physical contact with great mindset from around the globe, and particularly Nobel laureates, which, by the way, are very humble people. You know, when you do great progress in science, you need to be humble and interact with young scientists, so you can give them this positive energy so they can continue on the path of success. And one of the sessions I really loved yesterday, it was the dinner with the scientists. I met Emmanuelle Charpentier, a great woman in science, really inspiring woman. She believes in being a mobile scientist. It's like you need always to travel, to have more experiences abroad, to get fellowships, interact with other cultures, and then you can find the best place where you can evolve and make your research successful. So it was really a success, and I really thank the Nobel Lindau meeting for this great opportunity for us as young scientists.
Excellent. And in addition to your science and your medical practice, do you have any other passions or hobbies?
Yeah, in fact, we are humans and we need to enjoy every moment we have. So in addition to cancer research, which I really love, I also love mountaineering. I love being in mountains, in forests, walking. And Lindau, the day I arrived, I was expecting to to have a big city, stressful, but once here, great views, forests, mountains around, and I really love that. It's really the best place where you can get inspiration, because I was born in a mountain, and during that period I always go to mountains to explore the nature, and a good scientist should always explore what is around, plants. And starting from my childhood, I already know about some medicinal plants, some botanical names, and that was really inspiring for me to continue on the path of research. So doing mountaineering is something that can resolve your issues, give you more ideas. It's less stressful, as you know. You can have the greatest coffee in your life in a mountain, and I had that, and it's really a wonderful hobby to have when you are a scientist.
And it's, as a doctor, it's good for your health.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, Khalid, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. And we will be meeting more of the 600 young scientists that are here this week. So be sure to check out these interviews on all the Lindau social media channels, on Twitter, on Facebook, and on YouTube.
And Brian is the greatest guy I've never met as a science journalist. Enjoy him.
I didn't even pay you for that.